The stream hasn't crashed. Odd. Is everybody's Paul? Is everyone?
No, it's up on my end now. It did go out.
Okay,
Come back in, I think.
might be
Yeah.
Twitch. Might be Twitch is the issue because was the issue because my stream I had over 5,060 FPS easily with barely any computer usage. So I know it wasn't the computer. It was the internet maybe. It's got to be on the Twitch's side.
We're back though. It's fine, yeah.
Nah, we're good. Either way, we're good. The sucky part is it did reverted back to 0 viewers, which sucks, but it is what it is. As long as y'all still here, you didn't miss nothing.
Oh, this game's been back and forth. Bay City.
Cornbread Maxwell with a nice take out of the one. I need you to take over for like a minute, if you don't mind.
All right, no worries. And one of those guys I was talking about for Indiana Steam, they brought some great guys over. Russell Sprouts, Cornbread Maxwell, who just had that N1, and Jason Vance had outlined their off-season acquisitions. And there's some cornerstones for this Steam team that I think they get the right guys built around them. They'll definitely be good. I know that Keynes is working hard at it. See, hits the free throw. Nicholas Williams, one of the veterans on Bay City. A lot of seniors on this roster. He's one of them. Vladimir Klimovicius is one. Klimofficius, I don't know, whichever way. Can never get it right. He's another one of those seniors. It's a nice dunk there by Wheeler.
All right, I'm back, Dick. Sorry about that.
I was just talking about the senior, how heavy this veteran team for Bay City. You got one team with a few veterans, and then you got the other team with a lot of veteran presence on this team. Steve Phillips, Dusty Wilson. I was talking about Klimofficius, or is it Klimovicius?
I call him Klimovicius.
Yeah. Him, he's a senior. Conrad Holbrook, who's an awesome big and the top big. I think is going to break out even more this season for Bay City.
Fluffy, Fluffy was saying they have to reopen at least 3 times because the stream was running. I wonder if maybe they reset the server or something for like a brief second just so that people weren't getting Twitch points. Maybe you're getting Twitch points now. I don't know. You weren't getting them earlier, so let me know. I'm curious. Time out of the court, 34-33. You got some. All right, that's good. So maybe they did reset it. Maybe it was like a quick hit. I don't know. Rolling hits. Who knows? Twitch be like that sometimes.
Twitch be twitching.
Twitch be twitching. I appreciate you subbing in, Dicky, for Alex, who was not able to make it the last minute. Vance, wild shot in the lane, no good.
Yeah, and I think that he's going to advance. He's going to fill out his role. He's going to be able to take a bigger step up on this squad as he's used to at Tennessee. Yeah, I think the coach will give him a little more free reign.
Free ball is good from Dorian Hunter again.
Yeah, he's one of those guys I think is going to be on the rise. His freshman year showed flashes at Oregon, but this season as a sophomore, see if he come into more stride play that role. I think this team has definitely got some good pieces.
Here's a player I'm absolutely in love with. I love Dusty Wilson's game.
Oh yeah.
He is a
big man,
scrappy big man, and what I love about him, his game is all grit and grind all the dirty work underneath the basket. That's just his style of play, and that's where he gets a lot of his points.
It's a big boy. Definitely one of those guys. He's a scrappy. Yeah, you gotta if you don't be careful, he can break out for a huge game. Him and Conrad Holbrook as well. Those two twin towers, when they're out there together or when they offsetting each other, definitely gets it cooking for Bay City.
Ooh, Baker turning on the Jets, throwing it down, and Bay City retakes the lead. This has been very back and forth.
Yeah, you see both teams above 50% field goal percentage. They're definitely getting it going, and we're seeing some Some nice plays from both these teams.
By the way, I feel like and Christopher Baker is a freshman for Bay City, but he's that pocket rocket shooting guard, and I feel like a lot of guys went away from that. They started out, they went away from it, but you could see the spears count as a loose ball foul as a basket. I think will count, but I think the three ball counts, but during Hunter again, but yeah, that pocket rocket shooting guard Christopher Baker. You got to see his speed really come into play on that position.
Yeah. He's a great guard for them as well. Running the backcourt with the sophomore standout Drake Babineau. There's a floor general was a little bit smaller, so they got a smaller backcourt off the bench to offset. Fredo Bang and Steve Phillips.
I've been really impressed with. Give me that. I think this is the best I've ever seen him play. Even better than when he played in high school.
Yeah, for sure. Coach Matty P did his homework with CSBA high school hoops.
He is probably one of the more quieter coaches we have, but anytime you send a man a DM, he answers it literally within a minute. So he's always around. He's not very vocal in league chat.
Assassin.
He is sassy. He's a good dude. That's why I never have fear with his teams that they're going to be inactive, because that's not the case. And three ball there. I think that was Ronnie Shanahan that hit that.
Shanahan was another one of those for him, and Dorian Hunter were the two bright spots for Oregon last season. I think he showed flashes as well, but showed some inconsistency. So we'll see if he can be more consistent with his flashes. Too deep there for Baker. I'm excited for both these squads. There's Bacon. Nice name there.
Basketball
Jesus. Bacon.
Yeah, basketball Jesus. I called him the Baconator before, too. That was the other nickname I gave him. Ooh, foul. Give me that. Played that perfectly, too. I don't know if I like that call, but...
Yeah.
43-40. He's going to go to the line and shoot, too.
Yeah. And McMaple Bacon, coming off the bench in this one. I think, him starting with, getting him some minutes in the starting lineup could also help. But I think he can provide a great spark off the bench. He has that knack. He's one of those style of players that can definitely get to the rim, get to the free throw line, slow the game down, kind of control the game. And I think that, you can lean on that here in the second unit to offset Vance.
Ted just said you're back. He is back.
Yes,
he was never really gone. He's just, you're a different person when you're out. You're coming straight from work. You always have that. I don't know what it is, but when it's like one notch above where you normally are. I don't know what it is. Maybe that's your work voice or whatever, but.
Maybe.
No, I mean I enjoy both versions of you, so it doesn't matter. But I'm just saying, like, I feel like when you come straight from work, sometimes you're usually like, especially on a Friday night, you're like a notch above where you normally are. Maybe that's what he meant by. That's what he meant by Zach is back.
Yes, sir. I'm excited for the hoops, and love to see these different the new teams.
Yeah, that's good. 44-40. What a good game we've got going here at half. Appreciate you all tuning in for this one. Sorry about the Twitch issues. I don't know what's been going on, but we appreciate you. First half, definitely back and forth. Dickie, any thoughts? I mean, I know you caught only the second quarter, but what's your thoughts about what you've seen so far?
And so far, both these teams are, not showing too much of a huge difference. I mean, they're getting it different ways. You see Indiana A&M really, excelling from beyond the arc. Dorian Hunter, the story of that first half, was very lights out from deep, and other guys as well. And for Bay City, they're hanging tough, leaning on those veterans, the big man, going down low. As you see these halftime stats between the two teams, it's pretty evened out. But the Indiana A&M is shooting a bit better. But Bay City is controlling the boards as expected. As those Twin Towers down low for Bay City, they have to go to them a little more in this second half. And Indiana just keep playing their game and control it like they've been doing in this first half.
Yeah, it was really good free throw. Good first half. I enjoyed it a lot. A lot of back and forth action. Some good defensive plays. Some good offense. Like it a lot. Hey Jen, he wanted to put his Crocs in the dishwasher.
Yeah. See that Dusty Wilson leading leading the Bay City with 10 points. And leaned on heavy for Bay City in the offensive category.
I'll run it,
Yeah.
Okay.
Indiana A&M starts off the second half.
All right, we'll wait till tomorrow.
Ooh,
Yes.
Wilson.
Biology did.
Just spoke about him at the start of this half. Getting a nice play, and Williams foot on the line, rims in and out. But Wilson.
Yeah, Wilson. I told you that scrappiness of Wilson.
Mm-hmm. Getting a second chance opportunity. He'll go to the line for 2.
He's got 10. The whole half to play. Ooh, missed a free throw, though.
That's the one drawback about the bigs. You know, the free throw shooting can be very inconsistent, but we have some that are very efficient from the line.
Vance looks to drive. Pull-up jumper for 3. Bang! As he rattles it home. There's the old Jason Vance we know and love.
And just like I said at half, Indiana hot from downtown as Vance hits another one for Indiana A&M.
Phillips answering right back with a 2-ball of his own. Both these teams shooting over 50%, Dickie.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're not going to win a game trading 3s for 2s.
No, sir.
We're trading 2s for 3s, I think.
I love the layout there, but that's going to be a backcourt no matter what, unless he just didn't want it to get an easy bucket.
Definitely inbound in position. Because if he wherever he touches it is where they'll inbound it from versus it rolling all the way out.
That's a really good point.
They get an inbound from the baseline, so it's heads up play.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. Nice play there by dude scrawling out for it. Or was that give me that? I don't know. Dude or that. They look very similar. Williams throwing down. Oh, good defense there. Holbrook, though, there. Johnny on the spot. But what a defense here. He went for the hard slammer jam and dunk and got up. There's a shout out to our sponsor, sportstemplates.net. Appreciate those guys. If you haven't checked them out, definitely go take a peek at their website. They've got some free templates. They've got some free templates as well as, you know, some stuff that you can buy as well. So if you're a Photoshop junkie like myself, we use some of their graphics here for the CSBA as well. So Vance again, wow.
Put on the line.
Tendency changes.
That was a good shot, though.
Tendency changes, looking like the old Jason Vance there, Mr. Pizzo. Yeah, he did a tendency change back to his old self. Starting to look like the old Tennessee Jason Vance. Smart move.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, it's just a smart move on his point, going back to what was working.
Yeah, I agree.
He definitely held you down.
I agree.
And then he left you, and then Dawson went to Langley. Kidding. Love K. I'm sure Keynes has absolutely said, run with whatever you want to do.
Yeah. Jason Vance is a great player. One of the top players in the former SEC conference.
Williams think it's fine to find bang. Reverse layup is good. This has been end to end. This has been a really good ball game so far. Probably one of the best of the preseason so far.
Yeah, it's been tough. It's been played like a regular season game for sure.
Yeah, I apologize about all the interruptions, but your solo Mio, and then got kids coming down, and your wife wasn't home, and all that fun stuff. So.
Fun.
Fun.
Defense.
We almost had him over and back, too. Lucky he didn't just pass it before he got to the half-court line. I like this matchup right here. Williams and Vance. A little ISO play here as Williams going to try to take him. Step back jumper from top of the key. Rims in and out.
Got to get those. That was enough open space. You got to knock those down if you're Williams.
I like that matchup, though. Vance and him are very much creators. 3-ball again for Vance. Bang again. Jason Vance. Wow.
Man, Indiana is going to be a very tough team to beat if Vance can play like this all season.
Oh, yeah. And the fact that we haven't really seen Russell Sprouts kind of find his footing yet.
Yeah. Everybody don't know about Russell Sprouts and Cornbread Maxwell. This team is – he's going to give Bone Town a run for their money as the top three-point shooting team.
Well, what the other part of it, too, is there you get a good shot of the seam train right in the middle there. Right over there, right where Holbrook is. But I was going to say, in one night you got one guy not doing well. You go to the other guy. I mean, you got three really strong players between those who can fill it up in a hurry.
Sure, you definitely can. And that's a lot. That's some great players that can either, like any night. I mean, Maxwell's coming from a situation where he gets the foul. He's coming from a situation where he was a guy where if it was his night, he would get off. If not, somebody else. He's came from a talented team in the Bulldogs, and now finding his own identity here in a new school.
By the way,
he still has a lot of career left in him. He's a young guy. I think it's only a sophomore, so he still has after this season still has 2 more seasons.
By the way, I was going to say, did you see that foul by Clement Vicious? He basically walked into a lineman. He just shoved him out of the way.
The guy told him to get his weight up. I wouldn't. Just told him.
So let me put a little butter on that cornbread. Maxwell, strong player. 54-47. This is the biggest lead of the game, 7 points right now. It's been but 2-4 almost the entire game. Good job there for Frito Bang saving it, but the Baconator coming up with a sealed basketball. Jesus going to go coast to coast with the butter and toast.
Yeah, great defensive play and quick offense on the break. Nobody could stop McMaple Bacon.
Ted said you're better off without him. What? I don't.
Maxwell. He's saying Maxwell would be better off. Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. Make that bold statement as you see him playing defense. I don't think he did any of that at Gonzaga.
No. Holbrook going to get it over to Vincenzo Buccarari. I wish he would dunk. He never dunks. He always lips.
Finesse. They're finessers. But no, I think Indiana's a great spot for him to land. Has the potential. I mean, when you think of top players on this team, he comes to mind when you think top 3 players on this team.
I also think
I don't think that will.
No, I was going to say, Canes did a phenomenal job recruiting, and then the funny part is Russell Sprouts kind of fell into their lap. One of the last guys to go off the board in recruiting in the transfer portal, and
not a slouch either.
No, he's such a good player. He was on Duke's national championship team last year. So that's a huge pickup for them, and we haven't even seen him
running for player of the year a couple seasons ago or season ago.
Yeah, we haven't seen him go off here yet and find his stride in Indiana, and he will. Is Bang going to drive baseline off the glass? Frito Bang
had a very quietly great season or 2 at
Zaga
with Duke. No, I'm talking about Russell Sprouts with Duke.
Oh, no,
he was at Zaga.
I thought you were talking about Frito Bang.
Oh no, yeah, Frito Bang too. So a lot of players, from similar programs or the same program, cohesively playing together.
56-51. Looks like Bay City trying to chip away here. Little flick of the rip list by Bigham's no good. Holbrook up. Gets it out to Baker. Baker assesses the situation, gets it to Buccarati on the baseline. Buccarati back out to Babineau. Oprah going to set a high screen for him. Bacon can't get through it. Now they switch. Size mismatch in the low post if they can swing it. And they're not moving it around. They're going to utilize the speed of Baker, who can't hit the jumper. I think if he had another second or two, he might have taken that to the rim. Good response by Indiana A&M. What were we going to say, Dickie?
Sometimes when you don't get two, you lose two, and they lost two on that.
Yep.
Not one, but
Baker this time draws the foul from Bacon. With Maple Bacon, commits the foul, and Christopher Baker, or excuse me, Drake Babineau rather, going to go to the line.
missed the shot. I think it was him, or was it Baker on the last possession?
Yeah, it was him. It was Babineau. That was my bad on that.
Yeah, he missed the shot, so he's trying to get it back here, but misses the first free throw. Got to hit the free throws. Every point counts, especially against a team like Indiana A&M, who was really firing on all cylinders.
Bigums with the throwdown, and it's an 8-point lead.
And Bigums, I don't know how I could forget about a guy like Bigums. He's definitely one of the top guys, or one of the top bigs in that Pac-12 and 4.
Ooh, right, just does like a pick 6. Little INT defense there. Baker from downtown, bang, rattles it home.
And they're gonna need that from Baker.
That's a big
this
bucket because
season.
they were starting to go in a little bit of a whole funk there in the last few possessions.
Yeah, they couldn't find anything, but really turning up a little bit here. Ooh,
Bad turnover there by Dusty Wilson. I have to say, I really love. I don't get very, gaga over a lot of teams, but I really love the rotation, the 2 rotations by Bay City here, of the way they have their players like staggered. A lot of chemistry here. Emerson Bigham's off the glass and good. Williams for 3. Was he foot on the line? I don't know. Might have been foot on the line. Yeah, foot on the line, not a 3-point.
yeah.
So 5-point game. 22 seconds to go here. Bacon.
Yeah.
The Bigham's. Wes Wilson says, "Not in my house."
And that's a tough defender to try to get a bucket over. Dusty Wilson.
By the way, Drake Babineau a little excited on the sidelines. I don't know if you caught that. Give it a little look like a little fist pump. He looked like what was that movie with the guys from SNL?
I don't know.
Where they go to the club and they're always shaking their head. Fist pump. I don't remember what it is. Anyway, he was excited. Baker, who I thought he should have pushed the tempo there. Bad entry pass into the low post. Now an opportunity for Indiana A&M to score before the third quarter is over. And does just that. So 64-57, back to the biggest lead as we head to the 4. Appreciate everybody tuning in with us on Friday Night Hoops, CSBA style. Get those 4s up in stream chat. We'll be right back. Show your live, CSBA. Welcome back. Fourth quarter about to get underway here. Let's take a look at the State Farm assist of the game. This is Vance. Boo. Give it a 2. Like the take, don't like the assist of the game. It's been a fun one here.
Yeah, I'm loving what I'm seeing from both these teams.
Williams, step back from the Frontier logo, knocks it down. He's got such a good mid-range game. One thing about what I like about Nicholas Williams' game is he has the ability to create off the dribble, but also has the ability to come off a screen and knock down a shot. He can do it on both sides, on both avenues of the offensive sets, rather.
Yeah, I think these teams are both, ranked in the way too early coaches poll. That was a long time ago, but I think these teams, I think Bay City is a top 20 team. I think Indiana A&M is a top 20 team for sure. Indiana's showing that they're a top 10 team in my opinion, possibly.
Yeah, Pope, I've been on a computer since 9 a.m. this morning, but I haven't left it all day other than go out to dinner for a little bit. Believe it or not, talking a lot too. I don't know if it does it for you, Dickie, but you talk for 2 hours straight. By the time you're done, you're tired. Climate Vicious from downtown.
Yeah.
Or they're gonna call for 2.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely after talking, I didn't even think it would tire you out, but for sure it does tire you out.
It does. That's why they talk about. I don't know if you ever watched a lot of Twitch, but if they say streamer when you stream, like. It always says, go get some water or whatever. You've been streaming for like 2 hours, whatever, because you actually get dehydrated from doing it, believe it or not. And I haven't had anything to drink in the last half hour, so.
I always keep something to drink because I know my mouth gets dry.
Oh, I usually do. I finished my iced tea, so I haven't had a chance to go to the kitchen. Hunter again, this time contested 3. Good job there by Williams getting out on him. I love the random screams from the crowd. Nice take by Clement Vicious. There was a guy, I know you can't hear it, Dickie, because you're not listening to the volume of the thing, but there was a guy in the crowd that says, why? He goes, get to the open space. It was right after that fourth shot. That's pretty. Every once in a while, you'll get a random crowd yelling. It's very funny. Time out of the court, 68-63. 5:33 to go. This has been a ball game, man. This has been a fun one. Popinator says that was him that yelled it. The best part about this is we've only seen half of the teams this week. You get to see the other half next week, and even then, you still won't have seen all the home courts. And I'm excited for when we do get to the season where we're seeing all this stuff on the regular. Williams from downtown and deep bang. That was from what's his name's territory. Our leading Kareem DePant's territory. That was way downtown. 2-point game.
Definitely what they needed right now.
Pass inside the dude. He gets fouled by Steve Phillips, so he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Nothing easy here, Dickie. Nothing coming easy for anybody. Knocks down the first. Sprouts has been quiet, Canes. You definitely need, if you guys want to pull out the dub, need him to step up. He's usually a fourth quarter guy too, so. Williams walks right into the dude. Good defense by Phillips though, getting back. Vance can't get that one to go. So Bay City starting to gain a little bit of momentum here. The Anglers doing a nice job. Ooh, almost a giveaway by Clement Vicious. Gets it back to Williams. 4:27 to go. Now that works the ball around to Phillips. Phillips getting a little bit of room from Vance. Now Williams wide open. Why does he not give him the ball there? Instead they go to the other side and Clement Vicious can't get it to go. But Williams in perfect position for the putback, but can't get that to go.
Yeah, he needed that one. I mean, this is a close game.
Bang! 3-ball corner. Jason Vance.
Just opened it up. Now a 6-point lead.
Bay Bay City, the Anglers have been fighting throughout this entire game. They have not gone away at all here. Klimavicius gets fouled by Austin Wheeler. That's his third. Team's third. So he'll go to the line and shoot 2. Substitutions as that goes out. I believe was that Dusty Wilson or Connor Holbrook that came back in. Holbrook. Klimavicius knocks it down. 4-point ball game.
Yeah, way to knock down 2 free throws.
Yeah, free throw is such an important part here, especially like going. Klimavicius almost came away with the steal. There's a Russell Sprouts sighting. Is that his first points of the game? Gotta be. That hasn't scored much if it wasn't.
And Indiana still steaming along.
Williams draws a double team, step back. That mid range, man. That's his spot on the court. He goes to that spot all the time.
That was a great bucket.
Cuts it to 4. Cross court pass over to Wheeler. Mack cross court over to Vance. Vance has been good. They draw the double here. Looking at somebody else to step up. Dude fires it up for the corner. No good. Klimavicius now in transition. Good defense by Vance, forcing Klimavicius to stop in his tracks. No pun intended. Williams left wide open for top of the key. Knocks it down.
Huge shot up to 18.
He is a big part of this offense. Nice response from Cornbread Maxwell. Timeout on the court, Dickie. This is a game, man. This is a battle. 2:21 to go. I don't know who. I mean, I don't feel like anybody, either team has got the momentum here. Take a look at the Jordan Brand player of the game. It's going to go to Jason Vance. Not surprising with all the threes he's jacked up in this game. He has been clutch.
Yeah, he's been having a great game for Indiana, and a great breakout game for him to show off for Indiana A&M.
Yeah, seniors looked really good. Dishing and swishing, styling and profiling. Williams going to bring up the ball. 3 ball from Williams. Oh, I thought that was going to go in and out. Sprouts. This is where he steps up, Dickie.
Yep.
This is that time.
Late. Yep, late in the game. We haven't heard much from him all game. Just give it to him and let him get busy. And he can do it for Indiana for sure. This Indiana team is talented. It's a top team for sure.
Williams finger roll. I thought he's got it. Holbrook, though, what a rebound. Offensive board is clutch in this time of the game.
Really needed that. Needed to get a bucket on that possession.
78-74. Vance. This is his defender. Goes right at Klimavicius. Gets a hand up. Wild shot. Good defense by Bay City in the interior. Anglers. And again, Nicholas Williams. Money. That guy is so money. 20 now. 78-76. Wow, here's an opportunity now for Indiana A&M. Here comes Sprout. Step back 3. This is his time. Bang! That guy is like a microwave. Don't take long for him to heat up, Diggy. Williams on the interior. Maxwell on him. Nicholas Williams. Oh my God, what a move. 3-point ball game. 81-78. 55 seconds. Crowd on their feet here at the boiler room. Steve Phillips gets called for the foul. He doesn't like it. Should send Indiana A&M to the line. Russell Sprout's going to shoot 2 here. Free throw up and good. He is money from the free throw line. I think I lost Dickey. Nick Williams is a bucket for sure. Sprouts knocking them both down. Clutch buckets there with 5 points. 5-point deficit now for Bay City. Still not over though. We've seen 5-point swings in less time than this, so big possession though here for Bay City. Trying to run the picket fence at him. Williams drives up underneath off the glass. Tough bucket from Nick Williams. It is put the ball in my hands and let me go to work. Sprouts now on the other side with a step on Steve Phillips. He's going to drive right at Holbrook. Holbrook with a good job defensively getting a hand up. Quick outlet pass to Klimavicius. There's an opportunity. Steve Phillips, who thought about the three there to tie it up, instead goes for the midi. And it's a 1-point ball game, ladies and gentlemen. I told you it was not over. Timeout on the court. A personal foul by Frito Bang. 15.6 seconds to go. We'll put Jason Vance on the line. Vance money, cash money knocks it down. Misses the second. Ooh, that opens the door for a possible dub for Bay City if they are able to knock down the three at the buzzer. See how they play it out here. This is their last time out. Indiana A&M has 2. So big possession here in the hands of the man that has been activated is Nicholas Williams. Right now, we're going to run the clock down. Will he fire up the three or somebody wide open? Frito Bang wide open. Has to save it here. Frito Bang now with Vance on him. He goes up. Wild shot at the buzzer. He ties it up and we're going to overtime. It says final. Wait a minute. I'm confused. Is this game going to end? This game can't end in a tie. That said final. That said tie. That said 84. I got to see what happens.
On overtime.
It's got to go. Okay, there it is. It said final. I was like, wait a minute. This game ended in a tie. Wow. Wow.
Who would have known this was going to OT? That was a very, very fortunate missed free throw. And Bay City capitalized, sending this to OT. At least you get to save more points. See if one of these teams can get to 100.
That's huge. Frito Bang with a guy all draped all over him. Vance was draped all over him and he got it in. That's a clutch bucket. Well, we're headed to overtime. 84 apiece. That's some free basketball.
0-0 now.
Vance drives. Good job by Dusty Wilson on the block on Vance. Frito Bang, floater in the lane, feeling good about himself after that tying shot. Not able to get that one to go. Here's Cornbread Maxwell. Williams up on him. They switch now. Buccarati on Maxwell. That's an advantage. Indiana A&M. Buccarati, good job though there, and right with a big offensive rebound. Passes over to Bacon. Bacon feeling good. Fires up the three. Can't get it to go. No points yet here scored. And Frito Bang on the other side for three. Can't get it to go. Dusty Wilson though. And there it is. There's our first bucket. It only took 2 minutes OT, Dickie, to get 2 points.
Yeah, for sure. These teams stepping up their defense.
Bang all over Vance right now, physically bodying him. He drives into the double team and gets it off to right. 86 apiece. 2:42 to go here in overtime. Timeout, Anglers.
Back and forth. Indiana had an answer.
Yeah, and they have. They did. I was worried about them for a little bit. It looked like Bay City had grabbed all the momentum. They've been bodying Vance a lot. If you're Indiana A&M, I mean, I think even Canes just said, get Sprouts back in the ball game.
Yeah.
I think that's a move. If you're Indiana A&M, you definitely need to think about here right now. Um, but this has been a very back and forth game, a fun one, a great way to end the first week of preseason. 86 apiece. I mean, if you're Indiana A&M, you go into, who do you go to? Go to Vance maybe? Is it still in the game, or you bring in? Or do you bring in Sprouts back in the ball game? I think Sprouts is still out.
He's out there.
Is he? Oh yeah, there he is. Yep.
I say I mean, it's a tough matchup.
Nice pass from Williams to find Climate Vicious.
Yeah, go inside, use those bigs. I mean, they got the advantage down low. I would say go to the bigs, and it's kind of the opposite way for Indiana, as their guards have been having their way.
Yeah, Vance with a nice take there. Has it up at 88. Free basketball here. Williams with a step. Didn't like what he saw in the interior. Draws a double team, and Sprouts with a huge steal. 3-on-2 the other way. Sprouts pull up jumper in the lane is good. 90 to 88. Phillips pass inside again. Climate Vicious. Nice find. Climate Vicious stepping up here in the OT here.
Yeah, he's definitely putting his mark. He's another guy that is a firecracker. Once he gets going, it's hard to stop him.
I love both these teams in Sprouts. Russell Sprouts trying to get this Indiana fan base up on their feet, and does, just like that off that dunk. 92-91, 36 to go. Williams again on the pick and roll. Wow.
Yeah, way to use him there. Get a favorable matchup, cut into the hoop.
Indiana has not had an answer for that pick and roll all night. Bay City's been perfecting that.
I like this matchup. Steve Phillips, guarding Russell Sprouts. They, go to him here late in the game.
Wheeler in the right place at the right time, and Dustin Wilson says, no, sir.
Huge play on the interior from Bay City.
Work the ball back into Nicholas Williams and pulls up the jumper there. Can't get it to go. 56 on the clock. Cornbread Maxwell fired across wide open. Dude, wow, that's a great find from Cornbread.
Yeah, I thought he was going to take that shot there, but had patience there and found the open man cutting to the hoop.
Yeah, good job by Duke, too. That was a really smart cut. Phillips trying to work his way free. Williams, he's been on a mission right now. He's going to drive in the interior. Gives it a Clement Vicious and a turnover, and a bad turnover. So there's an opportunity for Indiana A&M to go up by two possessions.
Yeah, they can get a bucket on this possession, definitely. That was
Threw
risky.
it away. Wow, Sprouts for three. This could be a dagger. Bang!
There's that dagger. Russell Sprouts.
Wow. Sprouts, quiet all game, erupts in the fourth, erupts in overtime, puts them up by 5. But this has been a freaking great game.
That was a huge shot. May not come when you want them, but it'll be there right on time.
Yes, sir. I could just hear Kane's warming up the steam train right now. Well, Phillips from way downtown tried to force it there. I respect the shot, but probably not the one you wanted in that moment. That should be the ball game here. They're not over the limit, so that was a heck of a game. Frito Bang gonna put Vance on the line. Bay City without any timeouts, so icing on the cake for Indiana A&M. But what a game, Dickie.
It was a great game. This Indiana A&M team is definitely going to be a tough team to contend with this season. But Bay City weren't no slouches tonight. Just a little too late.
I mean, they played a phenomenal game.
Yeah.
Both these teams did.
Yeah, it was a great game, down to the wire in regulation, and then overtime. Here he is. Yeah, it was a great game from both these teams.
what stands out for you. Both these teams shot the ball really well.
Yeah, those 3-point percentage from Indiana A&M, despite having a lower field goal percentage from the field as overall, 10 for 16 from downtown, 30 points from downtown. That has them, you rarely see it where you beat a team that makes more field goals than you in the same amount of attempts. But they were really, firing on all cylinders from downtown, and the turnovers
Yeah, I was just about
as
to
well.
say the turnover. Look at that. You
That
don't
killed them.
12 turnovers for 17 points in this game, and you eliminate even half of that, you got yourself a dub. I mean, and that's crazy because they shot better than Indiana. They shot less threes, right? Think about it, right? They shot what?
Yeah,
Six less threes. The 6 less threes made rather.
18 points left there.
There's a lot of meat left on that table,
yeah.
my friend. A lot of meat.
Plus -9 in points off turnover, and then 11, -11, and then -18 from downtown. That's 29. That's 29 points right there.
Yeah, very fun game. I'd love to see these two teams meet up again because this was
For sure.
a very good one. The Anglers, Nicholas Williams, 12 of 23. Yikes. 26 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal. Responsible for 34 points. Dusty Wilson, I keep calling him Dustin. Dusty Wilson, double-double, 13 and 10, an assist, a steal, 4 blocks, 5 of 7. The guy doesn't shoot much, I'm telling you, Dickie, but, just does everything. He is so scrappy. 12 and 6 for Klimavicius, 2 assists, 5 of 6 from the field. Holbrook, almost a double-double as well. 9 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, a block, 4 of 4 perfect from the field. Steve Phillips struggled shooting and had only 7 points, 2 rebounds, 5 dimes on 3 of 10. Give me that 7, 2, and 2 with a steal and 2 blocks on 3 of 4. Frito Bang hits the shot that sends it to overtime. 6 points, 5 rebounds, assist, a steal, 2 blocks on 3 of 6. Vincent Bucarati, 6 points, 2 rebounds, assists, and a block on 3 of 5. Christopher Baker, 5 points, 3 rebounds, an assist on 2 of 7. And Rick Babineau held to a point on 0 of 2 shooting with 2 rebounds and 2 assists. Take us through the steam, Dickie.
Jason Vance leads all scorers for Indiana A&M with 25 points, 4 assists, 9 of 15, 4 of 5 from downtown. So he was a contributor to those 10 threes made by this team. Russell Sprout, 16 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists. So 10 assists from your 2 guards from Indiana.
Before I click on the next one, I need to look at the half difference on him. So the first half.
He's just playmaking. That's what you get out of Russell Sprouts. He got so many different dynamics to his game. Playmaker, 5 assists.
5 assists, but no
in that
points.
First half, yep, no points. Second half, he turned up 9 points. What they needed in that second half is him to, contribute offensively.
And then 7 in OT. Wow, what a game!
1 out of 9 in overtime.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Cornbread Maxwell filling up the stats: 11 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists. Look at the top 3 scorers with, a lot of assists, 17 assists by the top 3 guys.
Yeah, we said that those are the 3 guys that can carry this team on any night.
Yeah, for sure. That's a great 3-headed monster to have. Dorian Hunter, 11 points, 4 of 8 from the field, an assist, a rebound, and a steal.
Not bad off the bench, by the way.
Yeah. It's a good game off the bench for double digits. What you want from a bench guy. You want at least one guy off your bench to hit double figures, and you'll be sitting pretty. Emerson Bigham's 8 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals. And a block. Random Dude, 7 points, 4 rebounds, 3 steals. McMaple Bacon, 7 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal. And Austin Willer, the big man, 6 points, 6 rebounds. Ronnie Shanahan with 5 points, a rebound. Perfect from the field. Trayvon Wright rounding them out with 2 points, 2 rebounds, and a steal.
It was a great game. A lot of fun calling this one. Appreciate you, Dickie, for hopping in the booth. I knew you were coming straight from work, so appreciate you, my friend. That's going to wrap it up on week 1 of preseason. But, guys, next week, we're right back at it. We've got another slate of games for preseason. A lot of teams we still have yet to see. I've got Oahu taking on Trenton on Monday night. Clutch City against Atlanta State. You've got Tartech, Michigan A&M, Albuquerque against Key West, Kenai versus Big River State, the Oat against Quantico, Cheyenne against Emerald City, Mississippi against Maine. There are a lot of good teams that you guys have not even gotten to see yet, and I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a fun week next week. So make sure you all tune in for that. Push your progression, guys. Get them in here. Get those viewership points where and when possible. Thinking any parting words before we head off?
Yeah, man. It's just half the teams just this week. Next week, we'll provide some fire matchups. I can't wait to get the second week rolling of these preseason matchups.
Yep.
I'm excited for this season. This is going to be a great one. I know we keep repeating that, but man, I'm excited for this season. All these different moving pieces and different things. A lot of uncertainty around the whole CSBA. We see a few teams trying to push themselves out above the rest. But man, this is going to be a great season. Anything's possible this season.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate everybody tuning in for this one. We'll see you guys on Monday. Have a great weekend, everybody. CSBA out.